something.
Turn right onto Agave Avenue. Then take the first left onto Elder Way.
Right. Top of the morning, top of the morning.
Turn left onto Elder Way. Then take the
One
first
second,
left
y'all.
onto Duncan Canyon Road. At the stop sign, turn left onto Duncan Canyon Road.
Let's see. All right.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn left to merge
Give me a
onto
second, y'all.
I-15 South.
Give me a second. I was trying to finish this damn cookie. Give me a second. Gotta have something in my system to wake up. Gotta give y'all an update about this weekend. Gotta give y'all an update. Just give me a minute.
Go past this light. Then, at the next one, turn left.
All right, all right. Almost there.
At the light, turn left to merge onto I-15 South.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Make sure that like my mic is hooked up good. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Got an excuse me, you know what I mean, for eating my cookie on live or whatever. But then again, those of you who ride with me to work every morning, y'all already know my program. I got to get situated before I get out the driveway or whatnot. That way I gotta like mess with
8 miles, take exit 1098.
my phone, camera, and all of that while I'm driving. So anyway, let's just get into it. You know what I'm saying? First of all, top of the morning, I'm just showing gratitude to everybody in my chat, all of my supporters from this weekend. I had a goal of hitting 100 subs. We hit 50 out of that 100. For everybody that came on board, decided to be a part of the family, I appreciate you. So let's start out with that. Without this chat, there is no Ben Rich Mindset. And I think the most important thing to know before I start talking about anything is that, yes, you are the most important part of this channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe on my Kick. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube, both Ben Rich Mindset. And also, this weekend, we finally got the opportunity to set up our Discord group. So please feel free not to only like and subscribe to my Kick and my YouTube, but to all my real ones out there, all my real Ben Rich family, make sure y'all join the Discord group. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was created for. So even when I'm not online, we can chop it up. I can, jump to those comments, conversation, and kind of like see what's going on, you know what I mean? And take the time out to read the comments and things like that I don't necessarily get to read while I'm on here. But if you in the chat, you joining me right now, shout out to the chat. Don't forget to hit that top fans button. And now that we got all of those beautiful things out the way, I just want to say this. I've been telling you guys for maybe a week now that this upcoming weekend, I was going to work on basically building a server that would allow me to multi-stream on multiple platforms. I'm pleased to say that right before I went to sleep last night, I actually completed that mission. I was very excited about it. Had all the intention to come on here, test it, put it to the test, and chop it up with you guys and let you know that that was completed. But I was just so damn tired, y'all, that I had to go to sleep with the W. You know what I'm saying? So, W in the chat for the new Discord group, W in the chat for the multi-streamer software. Knocked both of those out. But I'm saying that to say this, right? I worked so hard on building that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday that I was exhausted on Monday because I didn't complete what I set my foot to do. You know what I mean? And stayed up to maybe like, man, 3, 4 in the morning, something like that, just working. Finally, the wifey says, like, listen, it's time to shut it down. Matter of fact, I don't want you to shut it down. You need to get some rest. You need to take a break. I've sat back, watched you work hard, but at the same time, you're frustrated, you're tired. Call those people, tell them that you're not going to work in the morning because you need at least a day to rest. And I hope you guys can hear me out there, chat. If you could hear me, like, type 1 in the chat or let me know you can hear me. Type 1 in the chat if you can hear me, period, right? So anyway, I took Monday off, y'all, you know what I'm saying, to rest. And my mind was so just jumbled and locked up from not completing what I set my foot to do. It just took everything out of me on top of taking everything out of me. Like even Friday night when I got home from work, when I tell y'all, man, I don't know if y'all have ever been so tired that you get mad at yourself because you're that tired. Like, I'm a grown man, y'all. And the reason I made this thumbnail, my 9 to 5 is literally making me sick. Don't get me wrong. I'm grateful to have a trade that pays well. I'm grateful to work for a excellent company. I deal with excellent contractors, excellent clients. That's not the issue. The issue is this. I've been an electrician for 26 years. I've worked since the age of 7, with my dad. I would help him with his business, you know what I'm saying, at night. Had a maintenance business, whatever. We clean offices, financial chains or whatever in the evenings. For all of $100 a month. Save for what I want to buy. So if I wanted a bike, I had to save for that. Skateboard, save for that. Whatever I wanted, I would save for that. But if it was anything larger than that, the deal between me and Pops was, hey, I at least save half for what I want. He'd meet me halfway with the other half. You know what I mean? And that was our agreement. I've been doing that since I was 7 years old. Rest in peace, Pops. Love you. Thank you for raising me to be the man that I am and being the man you were to me. I will love you for the rest of my life until we meet again, just because of the inspiration that you were to me. So, shout out to Pops. But the thing is this, right? I've never been lazy. I've never been a bum. But at this level of the game right here, I'm having a hard time looking myself in the mirror on a daily basis and saying, man, like, why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you tearing your body down? Why are you not applying your genius, your intelligence, your creativity to the things in life that you want to do, you know? And the thing of the thing is this, y'all. With this streaming, I've learned to do exactly that. You know, it allows me to be creative. It allows me to use my brain to learn the ins and outs of like the technical part that you guys don't see and probably don't care about. And there's a different pride that comes with things that you create versus things that you are given. I say that to say this: a paycheck no longer serves me because I know my worth. When you know your worth, you got to do everything within you to get it out the mud, create the life you want to live. Don't be afraid to face your fears. And as a grown man or a grown woman, listen, y'all, this is what's making me sick. I don't like the fact that I have to go to bed at a certain time because I have to wake up at a certain time. You understand what I'm saying? I don't like the fact that, um, yeah, I can't wake up when I want to, do what I want to do with my day. And it's to the point now, y'all, where it's undeniable. You know, my time is up when it comes to this 9 to 5 stuff. I appreciate y'all for commuting with me every morning. I appreciate the tips. I appreciate the contributions to the channel. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that not only have clicked on that tip link that shows up in my chat, or should at least be showing up in my chat, but for those of you that take the time to go to the buy me a coffee link on my page in the description on YouTube, listen, I appreciate every donation, contribution, all of y'all getting monthly memberships. Listen, the fact that you saw the vision that I saw when I started this journey, took the time to contribute to it, not only by watching me grow, watching me put in this work, by putting your money where your mouth is. I love you for that, and I appreciate that, because you know what means more to me than working an 8-hour day and making a dollar that I've generated on my own. You understand what I'm saying? It's a different level of pride that comes with that when you know, man, I'm losing sleep for something I want to build versus I have to go to sleep and wake up early to build something for somebody else. I'd rather stay up 2-3 days, like I did to build out what I've built out, with this multi-streaming software, and somebody dropped me a comment just saying, "Hey, bro, congratulations, knew you could do it," or buying me a coffee, or using the tip link, just like, "Hey, good job, bro." These are the things that like I'm gearing myself toward now, because I think I told you guys Friday morning last week, my goal is not just to build this channel anymore, but financially, after getting that out the way, and to, multi-stream on both platforms. My next goal is this, right? I gotta create some merch. So I will definitely be taking care of that this coming weekend, you know, because what I am gonna do that I didn't do before, but I knew it was stuff concerning the channel that needed to be done. I didn't give myself the proper rest last week. You know what I'm saying? And when I got to the crib Friday, I mean, I barely made it through last week. Driving to work, driving home from work, falling asleep, having to pull off, you know, setting my alarm, getting a little power nap in just to make it home. For those of y'all last week that rode with me, you know firsthand, on one of the damn streams, I went live with you guys, and I was so exhausted, I literally fell asleep on camera. Put up in my driveway, fell asleep in the driveway for like an hour and a half. Started to get out the car, woke up. Yeah, door open. I'm knocked out. It's neither here nor there. I just want you guys to know that I'm happy I got to experience that level of exhaustion, because I'm gonna be able to look back at that once things are like cracking over here, like I'm planting the seeds for them to crack. Those long days and long nights are going to be the best part of my story. They're gonna be the best part of my success once we get this merch kicked out. Because I'm just giving y'all the game plan as we go. Because y'all like literally watching me get this out the mud. You know what I mean? So once we get this merch built, once we start hitting these financial goals, you know what I'm saying, with the tips and donations, you know, every day, we're eventually gonna wake up in San Diego, guys, and that's really my goal, like my ultimate goal. The money generated from this stream, the money generated from these platforms, the money generated from my loyal supporters. Listen, your money is safe with me, guys. And the reason your money is safe is because it's your time contributions to this channel that makes this channel grow. That's why as soon as I get the merch designed, my next step is I'm going to do a giveaway. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do a giveaway, and I'm going to start with all of the people out there that clicked that buy me a coffee link and became faithful members of this channel. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to contact you guys on the buy me a coffee link. Definitely shoot you like the Discord group, like I told you, is Ben Rich Mindset. But the first people I'm going to is everybody from Ben Rich Mindset that clicked that buy me a coffee link before I was even going live, before I was even streaming to support this channel. I'm gonna go to my buy me a coffee, and for those, like I said, that don't have that link, you can go to my YouTube page, Ben Rich Mindset. Look at my description. You're gonna see the buy me a coffee link right there. You know what I'm saying? To become a member, right? But I'm gonna go to all of you that took time out. Like if your name is listed, because some people choose to remain anonymous, some don't. You know. But for those of you who are not anonymous and made a contribution to this channel, I'm gonna contact you, and it's my pleasure to do this giveaway and bless you with a shirt, a hoodie, a hat, whatever I end up designing over this weekend, once it's set in stone, I'm reaching out to you guys because you guys planted seeds into this brand. You planted seeds, into this channel when this was the only channel. And believed in me, the vision, the brand, the Ben Rich mindset when nobody else was around. But that doesn't mean that I value all of you coming on board any less than them. I'm just saying that's really something I'd like to do, you know. And I think, just keeping it honest, um, I'm gonna do some type of giveaway weekly to grow this channel. It'll start with the merch. I've seen some other things that I can do. Um, Concerning Kick, there's something like Spin the Wheel or something like that. I haven't done my research on it, but the bottom line is I know it's set up on my back end where I can set up these giveaways, and I'm going to do that on a weekly basis. For those of you in the chat right now, I can't see your comments or read your comments or throw shout outs because I'm driving right now. I'm on my morning commute. But shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to those of you that just tap in with me on a daily basis. Shout out to those of you who turn your notifications on. Shout out to those of you who decided to step up and were cool with being mods, moderators for me when I very first started going live. I appreciate y'all for that, you know. But as this brand grow, things will change, things will improve, things will become more organized. But to know that I finally got, this multi-streaming thing locked down to where, yeah, I'm on both platforms at the same time. That's a big deal for me. I'm very proud of that. And even though this 9 to 5 makes me sick to my stomach, that's all the motivation I really need to go that much harder, to spend more time with you guys, get to know you guys, build this platform. I'm building it as fast as I can. I'm only one person. I don't have this huge team behind me. So I'm not even focused on that. Things will be greater later, but I'm literally letting you guys know, yes, this thing was built from scratch. It was built by my hands with your support, your contributions, and I think that's something that over here at Ben Rich Mindset today, that's something we should be over here celebrating today. So today is a good day. Cheers. I don't got my camera angles right, but yeah, cheers. Got my little energy drink to wake the hell up. But other than that, life is great, y'all, man, and I appreciate y'all riding with me to work, keeping me awake, jumping into the chat, participating, like just being a part of the family. I really, 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 really appreciate that. And like I say, the goal for new subscribers this weekend was 100. We hit 50 for those of you just joining us. Please, please, please. I would like to hit that other 50 subscriber goal by this Friday. And I'm going to press y'all on that, and I'm not, asking something for nothing because I know those subs are going to come anyway with or without me. But I also believe a closed mouth does not get fed. And, yeah, if you want it, believe it and receive it, ask for it, and you shall have it. And also speak with a confidence that it's already yours. So I'm thinking the 50 subscribers that I got over this weekend, thank you guys. And then I'm gonna thank the 50 more coming as our to complete that goal by this Friday. I'm thanking y'all in advance because I know we can do it. I know we can do it. You know, because I know I'm number one with this IRL streaming thing. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm number one just based on like how I did this. I didn't start with no team. I'm still studying this game. I'm still watching the top streamers. I'm still taking little things I see with their production. How like I'm learning to play every position. You know what I mean? And be the master of the game. You know what I mean? And that's the thing I love about having this channel and seeing it grow is because what's small to someone else may be a big deal to you. You know what I mean? What's small to something else may be a major growth milestone for you. So for those of you that are on the same path out there that I'm on, to where every little accomplishment is a lot, man, take pride in that. Take pride in whatever you create. Take pride in whatever keeps you up late at night. And you know giving up ain't an option. You might be frustrated, you might be exhausted, you might have a headache, you know, you might do a 4 or 5 hour stream, turn around on the replay and not have no sound. But guess what? It's all gonna count for something. You you know, you may do a 2 hour stream, right? You thinking it's your best material, only to turn around and YouTube bans it because there's music in the background or something like that. Which I see people playing music in the background of they streams all the time, but like they going too far with the copyright crap. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know the difference between somebody like on here trying to be a DJ versus somebody trying to steal somebody's music. Ain't nobody doing that. People play music at home and in their cars and stuff like that all the time. So if that music just happens to be playing when you see somebody trying to build their brand, their business, or whatever, like, like I'm just saying, like, fall back on that a little bit. Give these new creators a little grace. That's the other thing I love about the Kick platform is because they're not strict over there like they are on YouTube. But at the same time, I'm building my triangle. You feel what I'm saying? I got my multi-stream software, which allows me to go live on both right now. It also allows me to make tips, which means I monetize myself basically. It allows me to do that right now. I don't have to wait on nobody's guidelines or requirements. So yeah, doing that right now, creating my own merch right now. Haven't even got around to building the website. Already told you guys, like, I'm doing the giveaway. So these are all things I did on my own without these other platforms that have blessed me to grace their platforms with my presence and my brand. But all of these things I'm talking about this morning, I created and did that for myself. I did that for us. I did for those, you know what I'm saying, the Benrich family that are in the comment section right now. those that are here, those that are on the way. We're going to get those 50 subscribers by Friday. I know this. I'm not even worried about it. Somebody take the time to tell somebody else. Subscribe to subscribe to subscribe. Like I said, and if you have to look at me at anything, like, only thing I see myself as, and the reason I say I'm number one with the IRL thing, the in real life streaming, is because I didn't do this with no team. I'm getting it out the mud. And if I gotta be anything, I gotta be the people's champ, because I'm showing you by example that if you believe in yourself, anything is possible. I'm showing you that if you just apply your mind and take a little time and make up your mind about what you want to do, how you want it to be, and you let go of the pre-notion of how you're going to do it, what you need to do it, just how it's going to happen, how fast is it going to happen. If you could just let those things go long enough to just take that first step towards whatever it is you want in this life and from this life, give that as a gift to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you deserve that. You know what I mean? You don't have to wake up every day for the rest of your life slaving for somebody else. Don't be upset at them. Be upset at yourself. Yeah, you got bills to pay. Yeah, you got a house payment. Yeah, you got rent. You got car notes. You got utilities. Yeah, we got all these things as adults, right? Nobody wants to be enslaved to someone else for the rest of their life, right? So if you agree with me on that, put a W in the chat. Can I get a W in the chat for we breaking away from these chains of the 9 to 5? That's what I'm on. I need a W in the chat. You know what I mean? Got soda all over my nose. Yeah. But yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, as far as me being the people's champ, because I want to show you it's possible before, like, we get to our 100,000 subs, because we're gonna get 100,000. I'm not worried about it. We're gonna be sitting at 100,000 subs. We're gonna be in San Diego. We're gonna be just building stuff on top of building stuff on top. Y'all about to see this brand get built out like crazy. Because one thing I believe is, if you build it, they will come. And trust me, they're coming. I have to fight and push forward and push through every single frustration for every subscriber I got on this channel, everyone I lost when I had to change direction of the brand to grow the brand, and this channel was no longer for them. Well, God bless them as well. They did their time and served their time during that time. But guess what? As things expand, as things grow, things change. I'm evolving as a creator. I'm evolving as a man. And I'm evolving as an entertainer. Because what people don't realize is this isn't, reality is the new entertainment. And I'm not talking about like reality shows, but people are becoming addicted to watching other people's lives. They want to hear other people's stories. They want to see other people's frustrations. They want to see other people's ups and downs. And I hope you're here for it. I hope you're here for it. Because I don't just come on here on my good days. I come on here on my bad days as well. The only reason I didn't come on here last night, I did come on yesterday when I popped out for, happy hour. Even though the signal sucked at the restaurant, they didn't have Wi-Fi. The video might completely suck. I still tried to come online and stream with you guys. I still tried to share that experience with you. Y'all see me right now, driving to work, still tapping in with you guys. So unless I am just beyond the point of exhaustion where my head is burned like it was last night, and it's like, okay, bro, you finally hit your goal. Boom, shut it down, lay it down. Or, like it's an intimate private moment, what I'm saying, with the wife or something. Okay, maybe we just need some time off camera. Maybe we just need some time alone, or whatever. I still got to delegate time for my personal life, but in the same breath, it's like I'm letting you guys know I'm not using anything as an excuse or gonna let anything frustrate me from showing up and showing out for y'all. Not blocked videos, not me not being able to figure something out, um, on the technical side. Um, Nothing's gonna be able to stop me from building what I set my foot out to do. You know, and we're gonna get to that point, y'all, to where we going to sleep when we want to go to sleep, we waking up when we want to wake up, and becoming masters of this game and incorporating and hitting not only the subscription goals but the financial goals on this channel, the merch goals on this channel. Because where we started, we're not staying there. Like, even when it comes to my living conditions, right? Yeah, we got a 4-bedroom house. Yeah, it's nice. All of that. But guess what? That's not where we want to be. That's not where our energy is at. That's not where our growth is at. Like the house right now, our house right now, just to give you guys an idea, our house right now, man, is like a training camp for everything to come. Like, we ain't at home relaxing, which, hell, you should be able to relax when you're at home, right? But we're not at home relaxing anymore. It's not that type of area. It's not like downtown San Diego where you're on the water. We can just, if we need to get some fresh air, we can pop out to the boardwalk. Our energy is clear. The air is clear. We feel rejuvenated. You know what I'm saying? We got our cameras on, and we out doing what we love and what we enjoy, sharing that experience, not just with each other, but sharing our experience with you guys. At the crib right now, man, and like I say, I'm not ungrateful for anything. I'm grateful for everything, but I'm just letting y'all know the vibe right now, everybody is working on something. I'm working on this with you guys and building this with you guys when I'm not on the clock. That's why it makes me sick to my stomach to have to go to this job, because you know what I want to do? I want to be in my bed right now, bro. Wake up when I want to wake up and take y'all to breakfast with me, and just go throughout my day sharing that experience with you guys and really chopping up game with you guys like I would prefer to do. Like, if I had a subtitle for this video, it would be basically, don't wait for anybody to give you anything. Make it happen. Take it. I'm letting you know, when it comes to your dreams, when it comes to your ambitions, when it comes to you living the life that you want to live, having the kind of money you want to have, you got to take it. I can't sit on here and keep chopping it with you guys and be like, hey, guys, no. I need your help. I need you guys to click on that buy me a coffee link. I need you guys to contribute. I need you guys to put your money where your mouth is when it comes to supporting me and this brand, because I need that to put back into this to build out exactly what I see in my mind. And I'm not ashamed to come to my family, my chat family, and say, you know what, chat, we need to get this bread up. We got things we got to do. We got places we got to be. We got things we need to see. And if it only costs you a couple bucks to to see these things through me and go with me to experience these things and these different people and have a great time and just give you something to watch day in and day out, man, back me on that. That's all I'm saying. Like, because right now, I'm completely independent and I love it. I don't have nobody to answer to. I don't have nobody to where it's like, oh, well, I have to wait on such and such to build this. Or, no, I know with this brand that I'm building, can't nobody do this like this for this but me because it's me. It's us. This is our brand, not just my brand. I may be the founder. I may be the one that planted the initial seed. I may be the one that put myself in front of the world for you guys to see me. But it's those of you that are on this journey with me that makes this journey happen for me. That's why I'm grateful to you guys. That's why I say thank you to you guys. Whether you're watching, subscribing, liking, tipping, buying me a coffee, I start with gratitude. And I made myself a promise that this week, unlike last week when I was waking up exhausted, I was waking up frustrated, I was waking up overworked, I made myself a promise this week, like, no, I'm not starting my day like that. You feel me? I'm not going to start my day like that. I'm going to start my day with, you know what, I got to put this work in by coming on here with you guys before putting that work in for somebody else. Because this is my first love, what I'm doing right here. If I can give 8 hours to these people, I got to be able to give y'all this 2 hour, hour and a half commute time to spend with you guys. Because I got to start my day off with what completes me, what adds to me, what grows me. For real, for real. You got to walk it like you talk it. That gives me a different peace of mind after getting off of this live stream with you guys and basically just doing what I got to do for the time being, to keep some deposits flowing to my account. You know what I mean? So that's all it is to that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm driving. I don't know what you guys can see, what you can't see. I'm supposed to be able to see my comments. I'm supposed to be able to see my comments while I'm streaming right now on this platform, but like I say, as I'm driving and I'm kind of like glaring down, boom, okay, bam, now I'm seeing the comments. Thank you guys, because I needed to know that feature was working. So I appreciate anybody tapping into the chat. Thank you for letting me know that the chat box is actually working. The comments are too small for me to read right now. I got to make those larger. But yes, thank you for tapping into the chat. I'm driving, I can't see names, but I appreciate y'all tapping in because at least that lets me know what I built with the multi-stream is working. So by you jumping into the chat, letting me know you can see me, letting me know you can hear me, and I'm seeing the comments popping up, even though they're too small for me to read, especially while I'm driving, man, that's what I'm talking about. Chat participation, you guys jumping in. Don't feel like you don't have a voice when it comes to this brand and when it comes to this channel, because you guys are the most important part of this channel. That's what I'm letting it be known. You know what I'm saying? You guys are the most important part of this channel. Like, this channel is nothing unless somebody is watching it, unless somebody, you know, has even if it's just saying hi. You know me, you talk to me, I'm gonna talk back. You know me, if I see your comment, I see your name, yeah, I'm gonna talk to you directly. You know, I'm gonna give shout outs. You know what I'm saying? So I know the chat box is working. So now that I know that the chat box is working when I'm live, and that part of my multi-stream is healthy and it's working properly, now all I'm waiting is for somebody to subscribe. So if you're in the chat, hit subscribe for me, because I need to see my alert pop up that lets me know I have a new subscriber or a new follower on Kick. So if you're out there right now and you in the chat and you're not subscribed already, sub up, because I need to know that that alert is working on this multi-stream. I see the chat is working, you know what I'm saying? But sub, follow on either Kick, YouTube, whichever platform you're coming from, so I can see that I can see that sub alert. You know what I mean? I just want to make sure everything is working accordingly to how I built it. There's a lot of hard work went into this. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to make sure everything is working properly. Excuse me, y'all. Ew, oh my God. Damn, had a damn cookie this morning to wake me up. It's a little sugar rush, but damn. Seemed like it's giving me damn acid reflux or something. But yep, chat. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. And like I say, it's a pleasure to have y'all a part of the family. It's a pleasure to have y'all along this journey to watch me grow. And like I say, anytime that I am sitting still, and I'm gonna make the words in the chat bigger. Then we'll make them a little larger, because like they're way too small for me to read right now. So I know that's one adjustment I have to make, is making that larger. Like I said, if you haven't subbed, sub, so I can see that alert pop up while I'm live. I need to know that that alert indicator is working for new followers, and I need to know that it's working for new subscribers. I need to know that my tip alert is working for my tips. I also activated the to where you could tip $5 if you want your comment heard. Let me make sure my volume is up. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, but I also made it to where if you want your chat read, you know what I'm saying, $5, it'll read your chat out loud. So I've taken the time to do these different things and make these different things happen to make this more effective, keep the Ben Rich community up to date with all of these updates, with all of the new technology and the this and that and the third. So I've taken the time to do that. So we have that in the chat. That way I'm not just obligated to one platform. Then I got to shoot to the other platform. And then like now I can talk to everybody at the same time. So like I said, that may not be a big deal for somebody, but it's a big deal for me, and it's a big deal for those of you who have supported me from day one, and you've seen the growth, and you got the dedication to the channel. And the beautiful thing I like about the IRL streaming, the beautiful thing I like about that is, like, look, we can do what we want to do. We can talk about what we want to talk about, go where we want to go. So whether I'm driving, whether I'm cooking, whether I'm working, whether I'm chilling at home, uh, you know, with the wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have the ability to take you guys with me, and I'm not putting myself in a box of like, oh, I just have to come on here and talk to you guys about one thing. And no, I can talk to you guys about whatever I want. This morning is like, okay, yeah, 9 to 5 got me sick to my stomach, but at the same time, I told you guys what I did about it. So I'm never going to bring a problem without bringing a solution. I'm going to bring the problem to let y'all know, like, yeah, I had a hard time with this, but guess what? The solution is I figured it out. And that's why it was important to me as well this week not to just come on here, but to come on here with a positive attitude. You know, not to just come over here to ramble, but let you guys know exactly what progress is being made. So we ain't gotta wake up to go work for pennies on a dollar for somebody else when we could be getting that in a day by generating it ourselves from this stream. Um, we can go to sleep when we want, which means I can stay up as late as I want on here with you guys on the stream, going where I want to go, taking y'all with me. You know, I haven't got the opportunity to get on the motorcycle yet and take y'all for a ride with me because my damn it's been sitting. I ain't had time to really mess with it, so my battery is dead. But that ain't nothing we can't fix. You know what I'm saying? That's not nothing. You know, when the time comes, I can't go out and buy and or take the seat off and you know put my damn jumper cables on it and fire it up. I just have to. I'm just prioritizing my priorities. And right now, excuse me, and right now, you guys are my priority. Like straight up. I can't do nothing else that I want to do until I get everything I needed on here in order, everything I needed on here completed. Because this is my new beginning. And I have to feed it. I have to grow it. I have to water it. So that's why it's like, yeah, if I'm not on here while I'm driving home as well, hell, maybe I might be talking on the way home. If I'm tired, I might just be sitting here. But guess what, man? Y'all see what it is and y'all know what it is. I'm not going to stop showing up. And I don't want you to stop showing up. You feel me? Because that's the whole reason why I'm doing it in front of it. That's the whole reason why I'm doing what I'm doing in front of the entire world. I want the person that ain't got nothing but a cell phone and a game plan or a dream to be like, man, you know what, bro? Where there's a will, there's a way. I can always work my way up out of no way if I just sit with myself long enough to, you know, figure things out to where the information starts coming towards me or coming to me, to where the information I need to feed my dream, grow my dream, and build my dream starts coming to me in my sleep. I may have had a long day trying to figure this out, but guess what? If I just close my eyes long enough for a second, let myself refresh, you know what? The answer gonna come to me. Physically, I've exhausted myself. You know what I mean? But hey, sometimes it's like that, y'all. Sometimes it's like that, y'all. But I'm gonna tell you like this: when that answer come to you, when whatever it is that you're that missing piece of the puzzle that you need for things to go your way, I'm gonna tell you, it hit different when you looking for it, can't find it, and it comes to you on its own and not it don't just come to you, but it comes to you with other information. Because if you guys recall, this all started with the science of getting rich. And it said one fact will lead to the next fact. One thing will lead to the next thing. Stay away from the pessimistic things in life. When you start pouring in yourself from a positive direction, and don't fall into the concept of begging and asking a God that watches you struggle, go without, that's not showing up for you, and you just sitting there waiting to where you're not doing nothing for yourself. You may be talking to the wrong God. You know what I'm saying? You may want to start talking to the God that's gonna start putting money in your pocket. You may start want to start talking to the God that's not just gonna wake you up, not just gonna wake you up in the morning, and with health, but he gonna wake you up with health and wealth. Because we're not here to struggle. We're here to live a good life. We're here to live in abundance. We're here to live life to the fullest. But you got to stop praying to that God that's keeping you on your knees with no results versus the God in you and within you that's going to carry you through spiritually when you're empty inside, when you don't have anyone to talk to. That's where God lives. That's where my God lives, and I had to figure that out during this journey too, y'all. Because I got to a place where, like, yeah, I went through some things. I mean, everybody done been through things their entire life, right? But eventually, you got to say, okay, hold on, what was I doing right during this time when things was going right? You gotta fall in love with the real God. Like, if you gonna call on God, you believe in God, you believe in the Creator, then you know you and God are one, and that, you know, yeah, he gonna get you through spiritually. He gonna put you in all the right places at all the right times, but at the same time, you gotta believe in him enough, which means believing in yourself enough to make these things come to fruition, make these things happen. Because you can want all day. Ask all day. But it's not until you get up off your ass to make something shake and you're consistent and persistent about it, nothing's going to go your way. To where once one thing goes your way, and this is another thing that I found, once one thing goes your way, everything going to go your way. Life is short, y'all. Enjoy that shit now. Start building now. Because time is of the essence. It really is. Time is of the essence. And you have to create the life you want to live right now. You have to. You have to. Like, straight up. You have to. You have to. Um I just got to this job site, y'all. Hell, don't look like it's anywhere to park. Shit, hell. Of course not, though. It's LA. You dig? Don't want to be on these side streets, but hell, it look like I ain't got no choice. Really look like I ain't got no choice. Yeah. It should just look like a side street where it's janky and people ready to break into your shit. It's fucking hate this shit out here. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like, even coming to places where I don't want to be. Like, this shit is out. Like, I can't stand it out here. I don't like the air. I don't like the vibe. I don't. Yeah, yeah. And this is like the nice part. A little too busy for me. A little too congested. Way just, yeah, trashy. So one thing y'all learn about me, like, yeah, I'm humble as a motherfucker, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, know. But yeah, y'all. Um, I like I say, I didn't really get to see who tapped in, who did not tap in. But if you did tap in, I appreciate you. And man, it's a good morning. It's gonna be a greater day, and we just gonna put the right vibes in the air until we breathe in the air and we in the area we want to be in, which is San Diego, California, and we back on that waterfront with that type of money we like to see day in and day out. And yeah, that's what we own. That's what we own, and we're gonna make that happen here at Ben Rich Mindset. So yeah, man, those that are for me are for me. Once again, thank you for tapping in to the chat. Like I say, the words are a little small. I can't really see them. Um, yeah, I can't really see who is who and what is what because it's like way too small for me to read. I don't have my glasses on, and yeah, but at least I can see that the chat is working. That's why I asked, like, if you in the chat, tap in because I want to know that the messages from YouTube and whatchamacallit, Kick are both working simultaneously with the stream. So I hope that you guys were able to hear me clear on my mic this morning. Thank you for riding with me, waking up with me, being on this journey with me. Like I say, next time I come on, I need someone to come on here, basically test that tip link so I can make sure that my alerts are working. Boom, make sure that aspect of the software, whatever I built out, is functioning. Clearly, my chat box is working. I'm very happy with that. Um, yeah. So, with that being said, y'all, I love you. Have a great day. Much love and respect. And I'm going to tap back in with y'all later. Hopefully, like I said, I got to go back and watch the uploads and the replays, but hopefully this was successful. It was on both platforms, and we finally, we finally accomplished our goal of getting the multi-stream on deck. I'm very happy to see that this chat is working. So, yeah, man, I'm going to tap in with y'all later. We're not going to stop building this thing out. We're not going to stop growing over here. We're not going to stop, pushing the issue to be number one. Because I know we're number one. You know we're number one. Let's be number one. Get those subs up. Like I said, I want another 50 subs by Friday. Period. Non-negotiable. I want at least another 50 subs by Friday. So I gotta get off this phone now because I got business to take care of, and I will tap in with you guys later. All right. Have a blessed day, y'all.